Hey, famous in love, it's the Backsplash reunion. Everyone hates Alexis, and the one and only Keith Powers is kicking it with us today. Make sure you guys stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This is the vibe that we're on right now.
Hey. Louisiana, baby.
Yes. This is the vibe that we're on right now. Yes. We're super excited. I know you guys want me to get to the good stuff, but first, welcome to Famous in Love, our wonderful panel. Before we get to the very surprising, because remember last week we said that we had a present for you guys. The present is here. But before we get into that, I am your girl, Nakia Monet, and I'm joined by some beautiful ladies, my co-hosts. Dree J, what's up?
What's up, girl? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Justine.
Hi. I'm new to the panel, so I'm pretty excited to be here with you guys.
Justine. Kristen.
Hey guys, it's Kristen. Second day, excited.
Yes, and I know you guys don't care about us because the one and only Keith Powers is in the building.
Hey, everybody. What up?
Keith, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having me.
So as you guys know, Keith is here. So guys, please hit us up in the live chat. So for those who are listening to us and not watching, you guys can hit us in the live chat with some questions. Hashtag Keith Powers at AFTERBUZZ TV. This is going to be a very fun show. So as you guys know, every week we do segments, but this is going to be all about Keith Powers. So this is going to be Keith's segment. Oh, wow. It's going to be fun. No pressure. Nothing crazy.
Wild.
So before we start, how are your overall thoughts on the episode?
Listen, there's a lot of disrespect in this episode. Yeah. I'm just going to throw it out there. There's disrespect from Tangi. There's disrespect from Pablo, Alexis. Just everyone was wildin'.
But I love the disrespect, though. I love that Tangi disrespected Jordan. Sorry. You needed that disrespect. I loved it.
Yeah.
Like I told Keith earlier, I'm like, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. So we got a lot of surprises in this episode. Well, let's kick it off. So Keith, as we do, we talk about the episode, and you can definitely chime in and talk to us about how it was filming on set and how it was filming this episode. Mm-hmm. So let's start with Rainer. Yeah. Rainer is kind of going through it. I mean, for good reason. Mm-hmm. Jordan, aka Keith. No.
It's so funny seeing him like that. He's so out of it.
Yeah,
like he's so out of it. It's completely different from when I first started watching it. I feel totally different person.
So our guy Rainer, he found out some really bad news that Keith's character Jordan has been sleeping with his mom Nina. Question for you, Keith. How has that been filming that? Because, I mean, you guys are back from season 1, now season 2. The big secret is out. Mm-hmm. So how was that filming, especially your scenes with your character, Nina's character?
I mean, filming that is crazy to think that something like that would happen. I don't think it's in Hollywood. We're in Hollywood. I don't think it's not possible at all. Like that stuff could happen. It probably happens. I don't know with who. Not with me, though. I can't go through nothing like that. Just filming that is crazy. Like, even though, it's our job and we're playing these characters, I still tend to feel sorry for Carter. Not even Rainer. I feel sorry for Carter. And this is for his character. I'm like, dude, this is messed up. Like, if this happened to me, I would lose it.
Right.
But that's what makes it so, such an impact, because Rainer really is just out of it. Like you said, Justine, he's just out of it. Your mom put you through so much that you can't even, it's not even about yelling or anything no more. It's like, really? I mean, and he has a moment in this episode when he does yell at the Backsplash reunion, but that it's really just him trying to mature in it, but at the same time, it's affecting him tremendously.
Yeah, I feel you when you said that, you feel bad for Carter, who plays Rainer, because as we all know, he was in rehab because he had a substance abuse problem. But it's like when you look at him now, he's kind of mentally spiraling because he doesn't know how to channel his emotions. Mm-hmm. Are you guys feeling bad for him as well?
Kind of, because obviously he has an addiction problem, and addiction isn't just drugs and alcohol. It can be a lot of things, and so it's like saving the earth. It's become his new addiction, and it seems like it might be. It looks like it could be healthy, but it's not, obviously. And I don't like how Harper plays into it. I don't really mess with her like that.
She gives you that shady vibe.
Definitely
especially at the end when she was talking to Jordan.
100% shady.
Shady vibes. What do you think, Kristen?
I want to know how it was working with Carter, because he's super crazy at this time. You know how they say the Joker, he went crazy in real life. So I wonder did he have to get out of that in real life? Did you see a difference while he was filming that?
Nah, Carter does a really good job of separating it, but when it's right before it's time to shoot, that's when he kind of gets in it. If you look at Carter's script, he takes his whole script on set. Like, we get little sides every day. He takes his full script. And it's so many notes on that script. I'm like, yo, what is on here? So I'll like steal his script and just look at his notes, and he'll like snatch it and like run away and stuff. But like, you don't really see it until right before it's time to film.
Oh, okay.
Then it's
That's
like,
good.
oh, okay, he's getting like, it's kind of like a dazed and confused type of
Yeah.
thing. As if somebody probably woke up from a coma and didn't know where they were at, and then
Right.
started to get their memory back. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of
see
how
that
he
happening.
acts. It's like, are you here? Yeah.
I feel bad for him, and of course, someone else who feels bad for him is Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan's character. So Jordan's going through a lot as well, not just Rainer, because Jordan has to figure out how he can, I guess, still hide his secrets. A lot of people pulling out of ads. He's not able, like, people want to know what's going on, and Oscars are coming up, and it's Oscar buzz, and he's just trying to figure out what he has to do. His best friend doesn't want anything to do with him, don't have any place to live. His ex-girl don't really want to speak to him.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Jordan?
Okay, like ideally, you don't go get in bed with your friend's mom. Like if I
agree.
I don't even want to put myself in that situation, but
Yeah.
hands would be thrown.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that's like worth losing like sponsorships or like whatever, like promo. I don't think in Hollywood now people are doing a lot worse and still getting that coin. So I don't know. I just think it was a little over.
Were you guys feeling bad for Jordan? Because, you know, now it's kind of like Jordan versus Rainer.
Yes and no. I don't know, actually. It was a very iffy episode because I just feel like this episode kind of just took everything to the next level. Yeah. Like, I don't know. This one, I don't know.
I feel bad because really, I mean, in the show, like, you're young, and she kind of took advantage of you. So I really hope they flip that in the show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some looks on your face with your straight face right now. I'm trying to guess it right now that they flip it that you're young and you're taken advantage of. So, I mean, I feel bad for
I think
Jordan.
the show's doing a really good job in that, too. They're kind of making it known that you were young and that it did seem, because she's very, very strong.
Yeah.
And her character is very, very abrasive. So it kind of seems like you're very chill, laid back, and kind of like you were saying, it does. I think they're making it seem like it's more her.
You could say she took advantage, but at the same time you can't, because he knows what he's doing. But it is kind of a manipulation, because it's like you bring a kid who doesn't have anything at the time, you know what I'm saying, and you change his life around. And the reason why I say that you can't really say that is because that's his best friend. At the end of the day, the thought of it being his best friend should have stopped him a long time ago.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be now being like, oh, I feel bad. It's like, well, why didn't you feel bad when Rainer didn't know?
Do you think, because he wanted to get to the next level, I'm assuming that's why. Do you think that
it could be a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, like, did he really have feelings for?
Because they were still hooking
Yeah.
up
Or
in
just-
season
No,
one, so it
absolutely
wasn't
not.
like they were hooking up 10 years
No,
ago.
he really did have feelings for her.
Really? Like, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't catch
That's
that.
what that's what,
And that shows in season one when he has to break it off. Like
Yes.
that stuff is really there. Like he really does. But obviously, as you can see, in season one, he has more feelings for Tangi. That's why he's still going after Tangi.
Yeah.
Because I think he could have still stayed with Nina and still kept it under the wraps if he wanted to. But but he knew that if he wanted Tangi, he had to cut it off.
So do you think
so
that
messy.
do you think that he ended it because he wanted Tangi, or because that was his best friend's mom, or both?
You could say both.
Yeah.
You could say both.
I don't know
yeah.
if there was one that kind of stuck
Yeah.
out more.
I think they're still writing if
Yeah.
he's going to reveal what that is. You know what I'm saying? But right now, it's clear that it's just both.
Right. But speaking of the role Jordan, what was it about that role that made you want to go for it? How did you get the role of Jordan?
Man, I at the time, honestly, to be like really frank about it, honestly, I just wanted to work. I read the script, I read the pilot. I was like, this is very interesting. You know, a young cast full of actors playing actors. Like, this is dope. And I knew Marlene King was doing it.
Yeah.
Pretty Little
Pretty Little
Liars.
Liars.
It's like, come on now. Like, who don't want to be on the show that Marlene King is running? And I remember reading the description that said Hollywood bad boy actor. Who don't want to play that? So I was like, okay, this is dope. And in the process, I actually got denied at first.
What?
Yeah, I don't know who it was, but I guess it came back to my team that somebody from the higher up said that they didn't think I was capable of holding a series regular role right at the time.
What?
Yeah, and I actually was denied the role at first. I was more devastated at the fact that they said I couldn't hold a series regular role than not getting the role of Jordan, because I'm like, oh snap, I gotta get on my stuff.
Yeah.
And they called me back randomly like a couple of days later, and I ended up testing for Jordan, and then a couple of days later booked it. I was like, that was weird.
Oh, that's amazing.
But in the process of that, I had got back into class. Once they told me that, the next day I signed back up into class. A couple of days later, they brought me back, so I thought it was God giving me a sign.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
To stay on my toes.
That's motivation as well
definitely a
too.
sign.
Because even though they said no at first, they kind of pushed you to say, you know what, let me actually take these classes to prove them wrong. But then it's like they went to sleep and was like, actually no, we were wrong.
Yeah.
That's crazy how things like happen. That's crazy how things happen last minute like that. And I mean, that must have been offensive to you to hear that they didn't think that you were right for the part. I'm surprised they told you though. Like, I'm surprised they even gave you that.
My team told me, because you asked your team like, well, why didn't I get it? And they told me. But you know, it's crazy. It happened with me with a lot of roles actually that I booked in the past. Recovery Road, that was on ABC Family for a little bit.
Yes.
New Edition.
What?
Yeah.
Give us names. We're gonna give.
Really, it was really because when I went out for New Edition, they had me going out for Ralph.
Okay.
It wasn't a good fit at first, and then they brought me back for Ronnie. And then what else was another one I got denied for? I got denied for a couple. Those are the three I could think of at the
That's
top.
crazy.
That's wild.
But I think that's like a beautiful success story, because even though you got denied, you're killing it, and you actually got all of these roles. So I know a lot of people, especially us here at AfterBuzz, a lot of us are young actors, young hosts. What advice would you be able to give someone who is up and coming? Because you've kind of been through it where you've gotten told no, but now you're here killing it.
You literally, you just got to know that it's a marathon, and you're not going to control anything really but yourself.
Right.
You know, if you really stress about, and you got to really educate yourself on the industry. You know, you got to know what agencies are good, which agencies are going to work for you. You got to have a great backbone. You can't just be easily influenced and sign anything without reading stuff. You just have to really be sound as far as like, you got to have common sense when it comes to that stuff. And that's just really just educating yourself and believing in yourself. When you don't believe in yourself, you become desperate, and you just like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that. Like, be like, no, I'm not gonna do this right now. It looks like a good opportunity, but I feel like there's something else bigger. And you just gotta know it's a marathon. Like, you gotta know it's never gonna happen when you want it to happen for you. Like, I still feel like I'm running that marathon.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt
That's
you.
beautiful.
I was just saying, because you did say before that you were just eager to work and really were taking anything, but then before you said don't do that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, when I say that, I was so eager to work at the time,
Right.
and that's what made me so desperate when I didn't get Famous in Love. But it also motivated me. But at the same time, if that was me now, then I would have took a step back and said, okay, well, all right, just move on to the next. Like, I was devastated when I didn't get it because I wanted to work so bad. Like, it wasn't like a learning experience of like, oh, okay, let me go take this class. I just was like, maybe if I take this class, eventually, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, well, maybe if I take this class and eventually God is going to bless me with something because I'm taking this class, more so than saying, let me take this class, let me get better, let me take my time, let me not rush it. You know what I'm saying? I had did straight out of Compton before. So I was looking at it like, my family is waiting, what are you going to do next?
Right.
You know, so it was that pressure. It was like I was doing it in vain. And thank God that the opportunity came back.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to work. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So that leads me to a question that, well, like recently, I want to say that in the last year, you were talking about on social media that you didn't think the industry was taking you seriously as an actor, and then you and Woody started doing something, kind of putting in your own hands, and I just want to know like more about like why do you say they weren't taking you seriously as an actor?
I always live with. I think that just sometimes I think that's the Leo in me. Like, you know, I go out for I go out for roles, and you know, sometimes a lot of you know producers and stuff overlook my actual work in the room, and they just look straight up at how I look. Like, it's like I'll go out for maybe you could say quote unquote a thug type of role, more like a badass type of role. I'll go in there and I feel like I kill it, and they'll just be like, yeah, he did really good, but his look, I don't know. And I'm just like, well, you know, if you want to make somebody that
Look
role,
like that.
you'll really put in the work to do that. I see a
Right.
lot of A-listers go through it. I mean, come on now, like Matthew McConaughey did romantic comedies for a long time. Then you watch Dallas Buyers Club, and he looks like a totally, like, this is crazy. But that's just him putting in the work, and that's them getting behind him and believing in him and saying, we're going to put the money behind him to make him this character. But I just felt like, you know, and it's also trolls and stuff, and people saying like, oh, you know, he's cute, but he hasn't showed us anything like his range, really. And, you know, it's opinionated. I actually respect anyone having an opinion about it because we're going to have opinions. But it's also like, man, I need to do a role where I'm taken seriously. Heath Ledger went through the same thing. That's why he did Joker. And that's actually why he did Brokeback Mountain first. Because people seen him as the cute, attractive boyfriend. He kept playing these same type of witty boyfriend roles. And he did Brokeback Mountain, and everybody was like, whoa, hold on. He took it there. Then he did Joker, and it was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because when he first booked Joker, I remember people was like, what? Heath? Like, no, so.
Do you feel like, because obviously social media is like a really big thing, do you feel like it hinders your acting career, or do you feel like it helps it?
It's both. I feel like I love the mystery of some actors. I love some actors that are just so mysterious and you don't know what's going on. But then I also love the actors that show you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Will Smith doing it now really changed it for me. I was like, whoa.
It's amazing.
Because there's a bunch of good actors that don't have Jennifer Lawrence. There's a couple people that don't have it.
And it took Will Smith a long time to do it. But I think now a lot of celebrities are looking at it like we have to kind of take advantage of social media, but it's on our terms, which I love. But I do, like you said, like I miss the days where like you would have to go to a magazine to figure out what Will or Jada or someone was up to. Now it's in your face every day. And then there's people in your comments.
Yeah. Because as an actor, you sometimes don't want your personal life out there so much. You like, I want you to just look at my work. Let's talk about that. You know, but it's a beauty in seeing some actors. It's a couple of actors Instagram I go to all the time, and I'm like, oh, what they're doing.
We go to yours all the time. I'm like, let's let's see what he's up to. But let's just dive back into the show a little bit. And speaking about someone who's putting out all the business and all her personal life, Miss Alexis Licious. So I will say this episode, you kind of feel bad for a lot of people. At least that's what I want to ask you guys, because there's Rainer that's going through it, Jordan's going through it, and now we see Alexis is alienated. Everybody hates her. Nina got her in the fat suit. She overhears people on set talking bad about her. Do you guys feel a little bad for Alexis, or you guys are like, girl, that's what you get?
I don't. I mean, I think she's literally caused it on herself. Everybody else is nice, and everybody's, I mean, nice even if they talk behind each other's backs. But I mean, Alexis just like really takes it to the next level, and I don't know. She just reminds me of a mean girl in my school, so I don't feel bad for her.
I kind of feel bad for her because I feel like yeah, a little bit. I feel like, you know, actors, everyone is in this industry for some reason, whether it's because, you know, it's what you're passionate about and you got to make it to survive like Jordan, or you're kind of born into it like Rainer, or you have like a legit need for attention. And I think that's Alexis's issue. Is like she needs that like attention, so I feel like she's just like grasping for whatever type of like.
I mean, she needed money. She needed money.
She needs a hug.
That's why she
but let's look at it like this.
Yeah, she's in a desperate stage of her career.
She is, and then if you look at it, she's having the conversation with Tangi. She didn't ultimately know that the cameras were on, even though it was super shady. And then when she took the shot, she went on camera because she was drunk. I think you can kind of see a part of her that really genuinely feels bad, even though she's known as the bad person. So some part of me, I kind of feel a little bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad for literally everyone. It's like, I feel for Jordan, I feel for Raina, I feel for Alexa. I just want to give her a hug, but I hope that she can take this as a learning opportunity.
She's just so, like, I just could never believe her. Like, if she says something, you're like, wow, she seems like really down to earth and like she really means it, and then she turns and smiles and just says something really horrible, and so I'm like, I don't trust her. She'll fool you.
She's crazy. A question for you, because you're playing an actor on set, but you guys are filming on set, if that's not confusing. I don't know if that's confusing.
Inception.
And like, like, is on set, are there like two different crews, two different film crews? How does that work?
It's super confusing. Like, it is two different crews. You'll see the crew within the crew. It's the weirdest thing ever. Sometimes I get confused. I'll go up to someone that's lighting, and I'm like, I'll ask them a question. They'll be like, "Nah, I'm an extra." I'm like, "Oh, snap!" I'm like, "Yo, my bad."
You would think they'd use that to their advantage, like using each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, we don't need to hire anyone extra. We have this other camera person. We'll just get you in there. I'm surprised they don't do that.
Yeah, well, I think that's when like the SAG rules and stuff come out. Because I always thought that too. I'm like, let's just shoot our real quick, and we'll be good. Like, but nah, it's a crew within a crew. Then you have the director within the director. But I can usually tell the difference from that. But yeah.
Is it like a lot of people on set because of both crews are super huge?
Oh my God, it's probably so many.
That's confusing, but I feel like that's
on
a lot
the wide
of fun.
shots.
Yeah.
Because you got to get everyone in that shot. So everyone's in there. It's like,
When you did the reel for when you had to go on for your character, how was that? Because I've been to the reel actually multiple times as a real live taping. So was like I was watching this actually, and I was so curious. Was everybody extras, even the audience?
No. The audience wasn't extras.
No,
the audience
Did
was
they
the
like
same.
know this was happening?
So that's the funny thing about that. The audience was the regular audience they used for every episode. Like that's the regular real audience, and
Yeah.
they told them like this is what we're doing. So the crowd was super confused because like a lot of people in the audience knew who I was, but they were calling me Jordan. So they were like. They were confused, but I guess they started catching on late. But they were like super confused, and then it was awkward for me. I'm like,
That would have to be awkward.
and then I went on after Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
So like it was loud, and then it kind of died down because they were confused, and then they was like, Kim Kardashian just left. Who is this? Like, yeah.
And they're probably confused because if they knew you for
Exactly.
being you, they're like, wait, why is he saying
It
he's
was
this
so
person?
confusing, and then it was only 2 of the hosts, so. They were like, "We're the other 2 hosts." Like, so it was really confusing for them, but it was
That's
fun.
weird. They didn't like express that.
Speaking about fun, Drew, tell us what's going on.
Do you want to have fun, learn, and grow in all areas of your life? For those who do, we've got a podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos Podcast Edition is hosted by our AfterBuzz TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life. From health and wellness to career, relationships, finances, and more, let our Maria be the big sister that you've never had. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria for free. Be sure to rate and comment, and when you do, let Maria know it was us, the Famous in Love panel.
Hello.
That sent you there. Conversations with Maria Menounos, Podcast Edition. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. It's a really good podcast. She gives a lot of pointers. She really is the big sister that I'm the only child, so I latch on to everybody. No, it's really good. It's really insightful. And a few of us at AfterBuzz, a few of our peers have been on it as well. So we totally recommend it. And when you go, tell her that Famous in Love sent you.
Yeah,
you can even mention Keith, so she'll know it's us. So let's get back into the episode. Nina. Speaking about Jordan, Nina. I feel like this episode's kind of sad. Not sad, but like you kind of start to feel bad for a lot of people, or is it just me? Am I sad?
You're
Nah,
sad.
it's kind of sad because it's showing what Hollywood could do to everyone's relationships.
Because it's one of those things where you see what people are trying to do for fame, and then when reality kicks in, it's like the door closes on Jordan. Nina is getting exposed. She might lose her job. Raina, who has a substance abuse. It's like everything is happening bad for all these people, but they will do anything for fame.
Yeah.
Am I the only person who feels this way?
I feel bad for like Rainer, but everybody else deserves that karma. Nina deserves that karma. Alexis deserves that karma.
Damn.
Jordan deserves that karma.
I think I agree with Nina. I feel what you're saying. I feel like Nina does deserve some of the karma, but the thing that always makes me feel for Nina that at the end of the day, she's a mom.
Right.
And that's her son. And they never could have that regular mom-son relationship because of the industry. And the industry literally is destroying their relationship. But they all still stay in the industry. Rainer is like, I would leave it alone right now at this point.
Yeah.
Because he's so out of it. But she's like, I know that's not him. He's just hurt right now. So that's the only thing that makes me feel for her. But that's what the writers and that's what Marlene and them do. They put that one thing that if you had to put down all the reasons why you hated this person, all the cons at the moment, is that pro is going to be like, oh, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with Alexis. Like, she's doing all that show stuff. But at the end of the day, she's just desperate because she wants to work. And she wants a job, and she still wants her friends. So I feel you on that.
Yeah,
though, 'cause she deserves some karma though. Like,
she does.
You know,
She does.
That's wrong.
It's like she took advantage of her son's best friend.
And not to be like that feminist, but I just feel like if Nina was a dude, it would have been handled a little bit differently. I don't feel like he would have
with
gotten
her job.
Yeah, with her job. I don't feel like she would have gotten she wouldn't be getting the boot.
Oh,
that is true.
Now with this Me Too movement going on
well, I mean, now finally in 2018, but I'm just saying
that's true. Like I feel like if Nina was a guy and Jordan was like a young and up and coming female, I don't think there would be board meetings. I think that this would be handled a little bit different, but because she's a woman, she's taking advantage of him. She molested him. How could she? And I totally agree with you. It's not saying what she did was right.
Right, it wasn't.
But it is a double standard.
What would you say your character, like how close are you to your character? Like when they wrote it, they obviously didn't include you in it because they had to choose an actor, but do you see any similarities and what are the biggest differences?
I feel like I'm more outgoing than my character. My character's more serious than I am. I think the similarities is just the love for the craft, honestly, simply, and the love for, the people, him trying to make everything right, that would be me. But I don't think I would never make those mistakes. Right. But he also came from a different background than I did. I mean, he doesn't know his father at the moment. His mom and him don't have that relationship. He's been the lady who basically raised him into the industry was also had a sexual relationship with him. Like that's a different beast. That's kind of like taking his childhood away from him. I never experienced that. So the only similarities is just the love for the acting. He's very professional. That's one thing. Like he's really serious about his work, no matter what's going on behind the scenes, and that's why I relate to Jordan.
Yeah, I feel like he never laughs. Like he's always so
super serious.
So that's why seeing
it's
you
hard
laugh
to play
and
him
smile
sometimes.
is funny.
It's hard to play him
So
sometimes
serious.
because I'm like, man, I just wish he was more like Goofy.
Well, Famous and Love, you guys are actors who are trying to balance your private and your public life. How does Keith do that? Like, how do you balance your life?
At first, I didn't. I used to just say, take me as I am. What you see is what you get. I'm gonna be on live. I'm gonna be me. And then what happens is some people start thinking they know you more because of that. And when they do, and when you do that, they start talking to you any type of way.
Oh, interesting.
Then it's like, whoa.
Are you talking industry or like
talking just online, fans and stuff?
Oh,
okay.
in your comments
trolls.
and stuff?
Yeah. Most fans are amazing, but then you get some and then they start assuming things. Then rumors get spewed up, and then I started getting like rumors on blogs that I've never heard of because I was just so personal with my just talking to everyone, and people would take what I was talking about and send them to blogs and make up these stories. And like if I'm out one night and I'm kicking it with my friends, they'll take videos and manipulate videos and make stories out of them. So I was like, whoa, I can't do this no more.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of like step back, which kind of sucked for the fans who really are diehards because they're like, wow, he doesn't love us anymore. And it's like, no, that's not the case. It's just you kind of mature in the industry, and it's like you can't give them all of it. It's just how it is.
Can't
You
give
have
everything.
to balance it. It has
Always
to be
that
balanced.
person to ruin it. Always that one.
Yeah.
Then how come the Kardashians seem to be able to do that?
Well,
They going through it. They
Drew had a question.
We were talking about Will Smith earlier, and you and Ryan are kind of like the Will and Jada of our generation.
That'd be dope.
If we're being honest.
Yes.
I think everyone can agree on
we
that.
I gotta get my acting career up right there. But yeah,
But you remind us of a young Will Smith.
Yeah. So do you feel like it's hard to balance obviously like you guys are cooler, but do you feel like it's hard balancing how much you guys share with the world versus like going out in public together? Do you guys have a hard time doing that?
Nah, going out in public is we just regular. We just go out in public. We get stopped a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to notice even more and more. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty dope that that we could be a young couple and people stop us and say how much like we inspire them and stuff. I'm always like I just ask her. It's always like I'm like, hey, like if she makes a video of me, she's like, hey babe, can I post this? I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. If I make a video of her, if we take a picture, hey, can I? We just ask each other because you just never know. And especially when we first started kind of talking, because that was our fear. We was like, we don't want the public to mess up what we got, especially two actors. When you're both two actors and you're dating and you got to have relationships in your respectable shows, then you also have to remember that the fans love the relationships in the shows. And you have to, you can't interfere with that, which we both have we have such a good understanding with that. And I'm the type, I've never Like, I never want to make her, like, her castmates or her co-stars feel a certain way if I come to her set. She don't do the same with mine. We just keep it super professional. But we also don't want to kill the storylines for the fans.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Fans get invested in your characters.
Yeah, they get invested, but that's just the new generation now. We're going to have social media. We're going to show a little bit of our relationships and personal life. So the fans also have to know, like, at the end of the day, this is a show and I got to separate it.
Exactly.
But I just know, like, not to interfere with certain. Like, if I know she has to do, for example, if she had to go to TCAs, and talk about her show, maybe I might not go. I'm like, nah, you go do that. You go handle that. I ain't got it. It ain't about our relationship. It's about you talking about your show. Go handle that. I'll see you later.
That's
you know what I'm
dope.
saying? More
That's
so than
dope.
being like, oh, I'm gonna go with you. Then everybody is like, and if they start asking her a question about our relationship and stuff, it takes away from the show.
Right.
So it's just, you got to know how to balance that.
That's
it
dope and
there.
understanding. I wish a lot of guys were like that. Speaking about not being understanding, our girl Tangi got caught up a little bit with Jordan and Pablo Money. So Little Romeo was on set. How was that filming with Little Romeo? Because you guys have a lot of guest stars this season. How was that? Are you cool with Little Romeo?
Yeah, I met Romeo before he was on my show. So when I seen him coming to the table read, before I even knew he had booked the role, I was like, oh snap, what, you're playing this? So that was cool. We would just say what's up to each other. We kind of really started knowing each other for just going out for the same roles, really, honestly. And just, going out for the same roles, seeing each other in passing. I always knew about his dad. You know, Master P, No Limits. I grew up on that legend. And then I knew him because I watched him on Nickelodeon growing up. And I mean, which is so crazy.
But you met him by casting? That's it?
Yeah, well, like just, maybe industry parties.
Yeah.
Through like casting calls. Yeah, and then literally we just say what's up to each other all the time. The next thing I know, he's in the table read with us.
Right.
Like,
And now you guys
snap.
are kind of playing against each other. Kind of like, Jordan, are we team Jordan or are we team Pablo Money?
Exactly. We don't, and it's funny, sometimes when you're playing against someone on set, you like to stay away from them before you do your scene just so you can stay in it. Me and him, we kind of just already in our own world anyway, so it's not forced. It's like we both know, like, we're against each other in the show. We kind of stay away from each other or like on set, but not in a bad way. It's just like, he's doing his thing, but it helps because we're not supposed to be friends on the show, but we're really super cool.
I love it.
We see each other, we just say, what's up?
I feel like the whole cast, you guys are super dope, and I feel like you guys all have a dope relationship, and we see that like on your Instagram, and you are always hanging out with Carter, so that's super dope. But question for everyone in the room, if we can just go around, were you guys super surprised? Were you guys hyped when you seen Tangi in the elevator with Jordan, and were you like, oh yeah, this is about to be a new thing? And then were you excited when Pablo Money kind of cocked blocked?
I was big mad. No, I was mad. I was like, yes, let's finally have something work out for somebody. No, Pablo with his little baby glasses had to come up in there.
His baby glasses.
I'm not gonna lie, like as much as I love Jordan and Tangi together, but I am excited to see Jordan and Marisol on this side to see if something comes with that. I am a little excited to see Tangi and Pablo Money.
You think she'll still be on the show?
Marisol?
Yeah.
We saw her.
Watch.
Because it's something different for Jordan, because right now I feel like your character Jordan's going through so much, you kind of need someone different. I feel like Jordan needs someone who's not in the limelight. I think you need a Marisol, and if it's not Marisol, you need a girl who's kind of just regular. You don't need a Tangi or cameras are always in your face.
When the first 3 episodes, she definitely challenged him.
Yes.
She challenged him with her being who she was, taking care of the kids and stuff. So she's definitely that type of character that Jordan needs.
I think he needs that, especially right now, because he got a lot going on. But speaking about a lot going on, we have some really cool segments if you would like to partake in them. And it's kind of like get to know Keith Powers, because you do have a lot of fans and your fans love you. And like we've been in a few your live chats, and the fans are super excited that you're here. Of course, like they're obsessed with you. Even some people at AFTERBUZZ TV. So some of the cool segments we're gonna do. One segment is called "Bro, Do You Even Game?" Kristen, tell us what that's about.
Okay, so you always claim that you're gaming on social media, so we want to know if you're a true gamer. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you 5 questions, and we'll see if you're a true gamer. I'm gonna give you some answer choices too. All right, number 1. When was the first Sims released? A, 1998, B, 2003, or C, 2000?
Thank you.
The music's perfect.
Oh, that's good.
Hits it with the Google.
I don't even know.
2000.
Okay, you got it right. Yeah. Good job. Okay.
Challenge.
Number 2. This is from Fortnight. How many shield points does a mini shield potion give you? A, 10. B, 20. C, 25.
You better get this right.
That's Steven for everyone who's listening to our amazing engineer.
The mini one? You said a mini one.
Yeah, the mini shield. Wrong.
Oh!
It's 20?
No, it's 25.
And hold on. And the reason why I got this wrong, because for some reason on my Fortnite, the number of my health doesn't show up.
Oh, interesting.
Steven, are you
I don't
accepting
know
this
why.
answer?
Are you playing on mobile?
No, I'm playing on the PS4, but my number by my health doesn't show up. Because my friend would be like, bro, your health is at 75. You need a med kit or you need bandages. And I'm like, bro, the number does not pull up for my health.
Gaming
I don't know.
101.
Maybe I have to go in the settings and change something. So that's why I was like, oh, snap, this question is going to hurt.
Okay, moving on. Number 3. When was Call of Duty Black Ops 2 released?
Oh, my
A,
God.
November 13th, 2012. B, November 10th, 2012. Or C, December 15th, 2012.
I don't know any of these.
Nah, it's in November. It's in November for sure.
Wow.
It's
That was a long time ago. You remember? Okay.
Nah, you might be trying to trick me.
No!
It's a trick question.
November 13th.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Usually, Call of Duty always releases in November.
Yeah.
I know that
Oh,
for a fact. But
good
the
job.
fact that you guys put 2 November, that's
She's
cold.
serious.
That's
That's how
so
you
messed
get
up.
it.
She's like
Okay,
serious
okay.
about
That's
it.
really good.
All right, 2 more questions. Number 4. How many building options are there in Fortnite? A, 5. B, 4. C, 6.
You said, what was the first one?
A, 5.
Hold on.
You see, you gotta know, do traps count? Because I don't know in this. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because like that changes
That's what I'm
the
saying.
answer.
That's what I'm gonna
We have two. We have
I'm
two
gonna say
gaming
6.
pros here.
I'm gonna say 6.
Steve
I know
Rinke.
nothing about gaming. Nothing.
No, it's 4.
Oh.
No, not at all. Okay, so traps don't count.
Yeah, so traps don't count.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
Wait,
Maybe
but
I
it's,
shoulda-
but I still would have been off by one because it's the roof, it's the stairs. It's
Yeah, but the roof is the same as the floor.
Oh my god.
You gotta go on Fortnite.
Can I say I've been playing Fortnite for less than a month? I just got like my first win last
Do we
week.
accept,
So that's
do we
my-
accept this answer?
Because I really love
Okay.
Fortnite, but I'm so mad that I'm getting these questions wrong because I really love Fortnite. This is crazy.
All right, this is the last question.
Okay.
Who are the main characters of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3?
Oh, come on. Like
Nobody knows this.
I think
hold
hold on.
on.
I think it was Modern Warfare 3. Was it Marshawn Lynch?
Wait, you want to give me the answer? I'm gonna give you the answer choices.
Oh, my bad.
Wait, Marshawn Lynch. Okay, I don't know what you're thinking about, but all right, A.
They put okay, never mind, go.
All right, it says A, Yuri. B, Frost, Yuri, Burns, and Agent Hardcode.
Okay, yeah.
And C is Frost, Sandman, Soap, and Leonard.
Well, you got
I
stumped
don't
with
know
this one.
I'm just going A.
A? No, it's B.
I didn't know that one. I know that they sometimes feature like I remember Marshawn Lynch was in one, Ice Cube was in one.
Oh, okay.
So I thought maybe that was, but yeah.
I'm here for anything
It's
Marshawn.
It's okay, 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. That's
Yeah.
good. Let's get
It's not
people
bad.
involved.
We just need to work on Fortnite. It's okay.
Yeah, see, I should have got them Fortnite
No, it's
questions
all
right,
good.
though.
So we have another segment for you, and this is something you should know. So these are
He's like, no.
these are just going to be rapid questions, and it has to be the first answer that comes to mind, and it's going to be really fast. I'm gonna.
Oh snap! Okay.
Okay, it's about you, so you should know.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Sushi.
Ooh, favorite actor?
I probably said so many different ones. Heath Ledger.
Okay, who's in your top 5
Of what?
rappers?
Rappers. Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem.
Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z.
that
Nas,
5?
Eminem. Okay, that's 5.
Yeah,
That's
that's
5.
That
Okay.
was, but that's logical.
Yeah,
that's
that
my
is logic.
logical answer.
Okay.
We'll let you pass. Favorite singer?
Michael Jackson.
Do you kiss on the first date?
Did you? Did you? That's the question.
No. Okay. Lakers or the Warriors?
Both Warriors.
Favorite movie?
On Friday.
Favorite place you visited?
South Africa.
A place you want to visit?
France.
Nice.
No.
Oh.
I've been to France.
I was gonna say, didn't you go with?
Yeah, I've been to France. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Spain. I'm sorry. That's what I meant, Spain.
Well, take Spain. Favorite genre of movie?
Psychological thrillers.
What's your dream role?
A serial killer.
Really?
Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. Favorite candy? Yes, Law and Order. Favorite candy?
Trolley eggs.
Okay. One person you can work with, dead or alive?
It was Tupac.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your favorite hobby?
Video games.
And what is the one thing people don't know about you that you would love for them to know?
One thing people know maybe that I don't.
You love video games? No.
No, that's obvious.
I have an older brother I just found out about.
Oh,
I just revealed that on this show.
Exclusive.
AfterBuzz TV got the exclusive.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just got the exclusive.
I just got an exclusive.
That's facts.
Well, really, my sister put it on her Instagram, but I don't think too many people caught it, like, because fans follow my sister.
Yeah.
And she did National Siblings Day. And put our sibling, and I was like, yo. But my family don't really care. It's just
Right.
like, I just ain't saying nothing.
I would say your family's pretty dope. Like, I feel like you're really close with your family because
Yeah,
you post
they're
your
cool.
mom, your dad, and your siblings and all that stuff. How do they feel about you being Keith Powers today and the actor that you are today?
The fam, they always show love. I mean, it's always a lot of pressure, like I said, once again, because you want to take care of your family. You want to buy your mom a house. You want to give your siblings money to just go do whatever they want. You want to pay off your grandparents' house. You want to do a lot of stuff. They really just see me as Keith still. They ask me questions about the industry. They ask me questions about my girlfriend. They love Ryan. They're like big fans of Ryan. They always want to know what I got going on, what I'm auditioning for. They're really supportive, though.
That's dope.
They watch everything.
That brings me to that question. So Matt Barnes posted something on Instagram about a biopic. Is that like, because you guys haven't said anything since February, so is that on the roll right now? What's going on with that?
Honestly, we're working on it. We just trying to get everything, get the director, get people behind, the right people behind it. They got the rights. They want me to play Huey. They send me the script. They're working on the script. They're condensing it. They're telling it a way where it's very unique. Like, it's really more so about the younger Huey. And they're just trying to get
Exciting.
it right.
That's exciting.
Yeah, we're just trying to get it right. That's all it is. Matt really loved the idea of me playing it. Huey's late wife loved the idea of me playing. She wants to meet me.
I can see
I
it.
thought that was really dope.
Yeah, y'all
So-
look
can see
similar
this.
for sure.
From the Bay Area, Oakland, like I can. I know you're from Sacramento, but the Black Panthers in Oakland, I can totally see this.
Exactly.
I think we have time for just one more game, and this is where I want you guys to all be included, especially with Keith. So since the show is Famous in Love, we're gonna play a little trivia about Famous in Love couples. So I'm gonna give you guys some clues. They're really cheesy, so you guys should get the answers right away. There's only 3. I'm gonna give you guys the clues, and you guys are gonna tell me which couple it is.
All right.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
The guy is from Philadelphia, born and raised.
Will Smith.
Okay.
And Jada.
You should let me get it
I'm
all
sorry.
out.
You know how I feel about them.
Well, it's Will Smith and Jada then.
Yes, I was gonna say wife is from Baltimore. They just celebrated their 20th anniversary.
Mom and dad.
They both had
Exactly.
sitcoms in the 90s. Okay.
Cute.
All right. Let's.
I'll
Hopefully, I can
shut
stop you
up.
guys for a second.
I'll shut up.
Let me read it out
Like a
first.
second.
Man, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right. This couple, both from England. One is a famous soccer player, and one was in a. Let me.
Oh, you want me to finish?
Yes, I want Keith to hear the options so he can. I know we're excited. We're
I
excited.
muted them. Don't worry.
Thank you so much, Steven, our amazing engineer, Steven. He feels my vibes. Let's try this again. Okay. Let Keith hear the options, ladies. Okay, ready? Couple, both from England. Husband is a famous soccer player. Wife is from an amazing 90s group. She is now a fashion designer. Who is this couple?
Well, I know David Beckham, but I don't know his wife's name. I don't know his wife's name.
Victoria
Victoria.
Beckham.
She's from the Spice Girls.
Oh,
You didn't know?
snap.
Victoria
Oh,
Beckham.
wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You didn't
You know what's
that?
crazy? I'm gonna keep it real.
Yes.
I've always known the Spice Girls. I never known them individually.
That's a lot of people.
I just known them together.
Oh,
That's
That, I think that's how a lot of people are. I think
No, I
that's how a
love
lot
the
of people
Spice
are.
Girls. Me
But
and
I
my
was
sisters
I
played
was
them.
younger. Like it
Right.
was always my bigger cousins and stuff. They always loved the Spice Girls. I just knew them as a group.
As long as you know the Spice Girls, that's all that
Oh, yeah,
matters.
of course.
Last couple, everyone's going to get this, but let me just get it all out first.
Okay.
Okay? I don't even want to read the clues because it's too easy.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Husband is from Brooklyn, the borough that I'm from. Wife is from Houston. She just performed at Coachella. Their favorite color is blue and their favorite number is 4.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yes!
The Carters on the Run tour part 2.
Yes. It was cheesy, but it was Famous in Love.
I had no idea who it was.
Thank you, Drew. Thank you. And you just came from Coachella. How was your experience at Coachella?
Coachella was amazing, overwhelming. This is my first time doing weekend one, so it was a lot of parties. I prefer weekend 2 because it's more so just about the festival.
Agreed.
Less people going. You really get to focus on the performances. Weekend 1 is dope too. The parties are fun, but I'm more of a weekend 2 guy.
Yeah.
Because I just want to see everyone. I like to see artists I don't even know.
Right.
Same.
It's just amazing to
I love
just sit
Coachella.
there and just like look. Like I love going to DJ sets when they have like the stuff all on the screen and it's just like this is crazy. Like this is tight. And then they bring out random people
Yes.
to sing other people's songs.
Right.
I think it was Cairo is his name.
Yeah,
DJ Cairo.
I think.
Is his name Cairo?
I think.
Kygo.
Kygo.
He brought out Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx performed "Sexual Healing."
What?
Yes, like that's what I'm saying. That's
This
what I
year?
love. Yes.
That's amazing.
That's so
cool.
I know.
That
So
is
that was
that's
amazing.
Yeah.
Speaking about being amazing, this has been dope. Like we don't want to let you go, but we
Yeah,
we
right.
have to let you go soon. We're
You
trying to
guys for
kidnap
having
you and Justine, who's in the building from Keith's team. She's got a camera, but this has been super, super amazing, and you have to come back and hang out with
Definitely.
us.
Yeah.
Definitely tell the audience like what you're working on, what's up and coming, where can they find you on social media and stalk you.
I mean, right now we just finished filming season 2 of Famous in Love. That's airing. I'm just doing a lot of running around talking about Famous in Love. Auditioning right now. I'm trying to get the next job. Like Matt Barnes told everybody, Huey P. Newton is in the works, still in the works. No release date or nothing like that. They're just in the works. They're interested in me. So, Lord's willing, we get that together. And just trying to, I'm trying to do more stuff in the community. I'm working on my Keep Powers Foundation right now. Yeah, and then with the foundation, I have desires to write a book, a self-love book. So I'm in the process of trying to do that right now. Yeah,
That's amazing.
I'm really excited
He
about
wants to do
that.
everything over here.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
amazing.
really excited about that. The genre will be about. I think kids should learn about self-love in school.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think
And
that
you
should
do
be
a lot of speaking engagements with the youth and talking to the kids and giving
Yeah.
back, which we love that about you.
Yeah, and I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to do more, but the self-love book is like one of my priorities right now. I really feel like there should be books in schools that teach kids about self-love.
Right.
I think that's huge. So yeah,
That's dope. That's dope.
Snapping.
That's
yeah.
dope.
Thank you.
Tell everybody where they can find you on social
Oh
media.
yeah. At Keith Powers, if you put at Keith Powers or Keith Powers something,
It's gonna pop up. We know.
Yeah, something will pop
I do
up.
want to give a shout out to your fans because when we posted
Yes.
the promo, Ryan, you guys have a lot of fan pages
Yeah.
and they started following us
Yeah.
and they posted. Do we have any comments in the
I was gonna say
chat?
right now in the chat they're talking about roles they want to see you to play, and they're really pushing for Wally West in the.
Wally West?
He's Kid Flash.
Oh
in the
yeah.
Keenan
Oh, yeah.
Lonsdale plays him on the TV show, but obviously there's the DC movies, and I'm here for that, to be honest.
I would love to play Wally West. It's funny once you started saying Flash, I said, oh yeah, Wally West. Yeah, the guy who plays him I love the guy who plays him on the CW show as well. Yeah, thanks to the fans who just always show support and show love. You guys are amazing. You guys stay repping me. You guys stay repping me and Ryan. Honestly, I just want to give you guys more stuff that you guys could live with and be inspired by and love and talk about for years and show to your kids. So
Yeah.
Amazing.
Your fans are super dope. Shout out to them because they gave us a shout out.
Yeah,
and I
they're
know that
dope.
they're watching. You have the most amazing fans because I've been in your live a few times. They don't play
Yeah.
about their Keith. So shout out to them. Shout out to my amazing panel, you ladies. Shout out to Justine. She's brand new on the panel. So
Yay.
she'll be joining us going forward. You ladies tell everyone where they can find you guys out on social media. Kristen.
The Chris exclusive on Instagram.
You can find me on Instagram at Let's Face It with Justine.
And I'm Drew Jones. You can follow me on all the things at OK Drew J. Check out tomorrow night for the Atlanta panel.
You guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. Don't judge that name.
Kiki
You can find all AfterBuzz TV. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook. You can even like us. And if you're listening to us on the podcast, because I know you can't watch us, make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe. You can follow us everywhere, physically, literally. And make sure you guys check out Keith. Keith, thank you so much for joining us.
you.
You're
Yeah.
more than welcome to come back again and we can
Yeah.
discuss more episodes and all that jazz. It has been fun. I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.